Hey, it's me, Andy from potatoesandpearls.com. And sometimes I want to order out food every day. I have my moments where I am lazy and I am tired and I don't feel like cooking. And then I remember that I own an instant pot and I don't need to order out food all the time. And I can save my dollars and I can save my sodium intake. So today I am going to show you how I make my carry-out chicken and broccoli in the Instant Pot. It tastes just like the Chinese takeaway. It's so good. All you're gonna need is your Instant Pot. I'm gonna show you how to do it right after this. Off camera, I am going to make my rice. I make rice, 1 cup of rice to 1 cup of water. I normally put in some salt and pepper and a bay leaf and keep it really simple. After the rice cooked, I went ahead and put in 2 chopped up boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I tried to cut it as thin as possible to keep with the tradition of the normal chicken and broccoli from the takeout. I am adding in 1 teaspoon of ground up ginger. You can use fresh if you'd like, but it's just easier to store ginger in the seasoning shaker. And next, I am going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of garlic. You can cut up fresh garlic if you would like, but I had pre-cut garlic, so I went ahead and just used that instead. But once again, fresh garlic is perfectly fine. You could also use garlic powder if you really wanted to. I would cut the amount down to maybe about 1/2 tablespoon though. The next thing that we're going to add to the pot is 1 full cup of chicken broth. I like to use low sodium chicken broth to control the sodium intake of the dish. Totally up to you if you want to just use regular chicken broth. You could even use veggie broth if you wanted to, but I like to use a low sodium chicken broth. And I am adding in 1/2 cup of soy sauce. With that, I am adding in 1 teaspoon of brown sugar. It doesn't have to be an exact 1 teaspoon. And 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, which once again, that doesn't have to be an exact teaspoon, but do be careful with sesame oil because too much sesame oil can ruin your dish. To cook, we're just gonna put it in for 3 minutes on high pressure with the sauce. You can give the sauce a little stir just to get everything cooked up, but if you forget to stir, that's perfectly fine because the Instant Pot is still able to do its thing. As you can see, the sauce is boiling, the chicken is cooked, and at this moment, you wanna go ahead and put your pot in the saute mode. I like to put it on the low setting in the saute mode. If you want to leave the sauce like this, you definitely can, but I prefer to thicken the sauce up just a little bit, and I normally do a blend of 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to 1 tablespoon of water and blend the water and the cornstarch together and then add it to the sauce. It gives it a little bit more thickness. If you like a really, really thick sauce, I would recommend just doing 1 tablespoon, 1 water, blend it up, add it, and do it slowly instead of like mixing up a whole batch and dumping it. That way you can control the thickness of the sauce so it doesn't end up turning into like a jello texture, and you can get the perfect balance. We are almost coming to the end. We're gonna go ahead and add in 2 cups of fresh broccoli. Fresh broccoli is definitely preferred. That way you can get that good crisp, like you don't have to cook it too long, and it gets that perfect like in between instead of getting the soggy broccoli. You can use frozen. I would recommend heating up the frozen broccoli a little bit before you put it in there, because then you're going to be adding in a bunch of extra water that you don't need. So preferably fresh broccoli, but if you can't, frozen is fine. Just heat it up before you add it to the pot. And then I'm just stirring it around to make sure the sauce covers everything. And so now we're going to go ahead and get our food on the plate. I am adding some of the rice that I cooked earlier in the Instant Pot. Side note, I use the Instant Pot to cook rice all the time. Like, that's the only way I cook rice. It's so simple, it's so easy. I'll probably link a couple of videos down below where I also talk about cooking rice in the Instant Pot. But like I said in the beginning, I keep it really simple: salt, pepper, rice, and a cup of water. Sometimes I use chicken broth instead of the water if I want a rice that's a lot more flavorful. I also do add in butter as well because I love butter on rice. And normally when I pull it out, I don't need to add anything else to it. Just fluff it with a fork and call it a day. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken and broccoli to my plate. The sauce is so good. It's the consistency that I like. I don't like the sauce like watery, but I also like it where it's not like chunks of sauce clinging to the broccoli. So this is a perfect amount for me. As you can see, the broccoli is still like a good green color, so it's not overcooked, it's not soggy, so I get the fresh broccoli crunch. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I like making these little simple, easy videos to follow, where it gives you a quick meal that you can make for your family. This is just a small portion. You're welcome to double it in a larger Instant Pot, and the times are still the same, but you can double it, lower it, whatever you want to do. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you are into food and travel when we're able to travel again, please click the subscribe button. It would mean so much to me if you did. It really helps the channel out, and it lets me know that people are enjoying my videos. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this chicken and broccoli. Probably by the time I record this, I already finished the entire thing. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!